Hello everybody, Camelia here. Welcome back to a new Burda magazine flip through. Today we are going to take a look at Burda 11 2025, so that will be November 2025. Um, of course, I would like to remind you that I am using the digital version of the Burda magazine, um, the digital subscription where you get only the sewing magazine without the patterns, and you have the possibility to choose two free patterns every month, and you get a discount. I think it was 25% or 15, I don't know, for patterns, free delivery to Germany only, and you have to have an billing address in Germany, Austria, or Switzerland, I think. So this is what I'm using now. My Spanish version is coming always a few weeks later, so that's why I'm using this one. Um, of course, don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Very, very important to give a thumb up to the video, and I always like to read your opinions on the sewing patterns. So with all this being said, let's go on. We have a really pretty cover. I will say that I really like this grayish on it. I love the fabric that they have for this, they use for this little jacket, and we will see the jacket in a moment in the magazine. What do we get? We get some 60s chic inspired, some business fashion, also some curvy patterns, and well, and some basic things. So let's go on. Okay, I'm going to see how is my, this one is set to be shown. Let's see. It's a single page, but I'm going to put it like this. I think it looks nicer. Here on the right, you can see a little bit of an overview. I will tell you that this dress here, let's see if I can put my pen in work. This one here, this uses the same fabric that Clip Mode used, I think, last year. I don't know if it was a dress or a skirt, but it's definitely the same fabric. I tried to find that garment, but I cannot find it. So let's take a look what we have. First, we can see here on the right, we have shades of gray. It's not the garment that is on the cover, but it's a sweater. I really love this chunky knit that they used here. And we can see it, I must say that from the side, looks better than from the front. Only that color is, we can see it here. Let's take a look. So we have this little insertion here. You put the on this yoke piece, you put the zipper and you put your collar, and then I think you install it in the garment. I must say that for my feeling, this looks a little bit really very wide, and I wonder when you close it, it's a pity that, do we see this one closed, the zipper up? No, we don't, because I think when you close this, I think the color is going to come a little bit higher. So I wonder how this is made. It's a pity that we don't see it up with the zipper up, but I love this chunky knit used with this cropped, with the length of the top a little bit cropped. I think it's really lovely, very very nice. We will see the same pattern in a variation in a moment, and if you buy the PDF from Burda, you get both of them. Next, what do we see here? We see a blazer. I think it's very similar to the pink jacket we got last month, right? The corduroy one with I think it has the same styles, only the lapels, they are here a little bit different in the, so they're more like this in the pink corduroy jacket that we had last month. That was one of the patterns that I chose to download free from my subscription. All right, so it's not a lot to say about this blazer. It's, you know, Burda is really good in blazers. So we have all these beautiful lines here with princess seams, side panels, everything. Very, very pretty. Yeah, not a lot to say about this one. If you want a nice blazer, I think this is definitely one. Then we get also, and I really want to make some pants, some, you know, how should I say, some nice pants. But these ones I really like because they don't have the pleats. I'm not a big fan of pleats in pants, or at least not really big pleats. But this one, they have no pleats. I think they are really gorgeous classic pants. Love them. Um, they used for this one, they used some mix, wool mix with elastane, which is nice. I really like it. Yes, definitely. This is Burda has really great pants patterns. One of my favorite patterns from this month is this little vest here, and I don't. I will have to check if we get it also in another a bit bigger pictures. The only thing that I don't like here, and I really want to have actually the technical drawing here. Beautiful lines here, as you can see. There are some shoulder darts here in the back, which is always nice to have to get a really nice fit over your shoulder. Here, this darts in combination with the princess seam is just beautiful. I love it. So this is a great garment, and this is going to be definitely one of the patterns that I'm going to choose for this month. The only thing that I will be careful in this, and I'm going to try to show you here, yes. Do you see this? This is not a good look. And I wonder if this is a combination of the fabric, is a fabric with some little speckles in it or something. But I don't think that it's just, I think the darts, they're not very well sewn. I don't know how thick this fabric is. But I think if I was to make this one, I would probably back the darts a little bit. So make the point, I think this, they are really too high, the darts on her also. So stop a little bit here somewhere. And of course take care of those points that they are not like this. This is not a good look. I think I'm trying to think why they did put this like this, but this is the points of those stars. They are really not nice. Yeah, so but the vest is really gorgeous. They have it here with this belt, with this rulo belt, but I think I'll skip that. It's just a beautiful vest. It's really nice. And this one is made, what is that? Probably also something sweating fabric. Here we have a combination of the pants together with the blazer here on the left. Very nice. And then the next pattern is dress 112. Well, in this dress, you know, what is happening here? This one is made in a polyester crepe, but I think it will work really nicely also in a linen, or maybe in a viscose, in a challis, or in a twin viscose. Very nice. Also, as you can see here, they skipped the darts. You should probably have darts here, but instead of the darts, they use the fullness to make some little gathers. The same is used also in the back of the garment. The skirt has the darts back and front. I know the cut on this one looks really low, and I don't know, but I think it's quite low. In this thin girl, you cannot really see it, but I think it's a really low cut. Of course, this is really easy to adjust. There is something really cool actually in this dress, and it's really hard to see in this busy fabric. But first of all, something that I'm not sure how it will work. The armhole in this one is really, really low. You can see here is your waistband and here is your armhole, and you definitely can see it also in the technical drawing. So that's something to keep in mind, because most of the time when you have an armhole so low, you are a little bit restricted here when you try to raise your arm. You like my drawing, right? But this dress has actually something really cool, and that is the sleeve. The sleeve is actually has an you can see this. If you want to see it up front, you can see it on, let's take a look. You know what? Okay, let's see. If I was to go to the website, I have the website here open from Burda. Okay, let's take a look. Where is the dress? I want to show you the dress. I want to show you actually the sleeve. Here I am on the Burda Style Germany, and here you can see the dress. You can see it goes from sizes 36 to sizes 46 to size 46. The only annoying thing is that here they don't put the weight of the fabric that they used. Okay, so let's take a look at the pattern pieces here, and here you can see so here you have the front, and you can see that the front is really, really low. So you can definitely just, if you want it a little bit higher, you draw your center front a little bit higher and then blend from the point of the shoulder to your new to your new point where you want to have your neckline. You can definitely see here how low the armhole is. It's really, really low. But what I think it's really cool to keep in mind this treatment of the sleeve. This is just beautiful. You can see here that there is a seam in the middle of the sleeve, and then you have some pleating going on here. And because there is a lot going on at the bottom of the sleeve, you finish your sleeve with the facing. So this is really, really nice. We can go back now. Oh, let's see, I need to take my pen away, otherwise I cannot access my screen. Now we are back in the magazine. So there is also a slit, and as you can see, it's only on one side, but you can even take the slit away. Keep in mind that you still need to keep, of course, that the skirt is wide enough to be able to walk. All right, let's see what we have next. Here you can see it's not looking really low in this picture, but to be honest, I don't know. You really need to measure a little bit and keep in mind, because if you cut it, you have to wear something underneath. And here, what you can see here, you can definitely see here how low the armhole is. Do you see this? All is your sleeve. I think it is going to feel a little bit like a cotton sleeve at this point, being so low. So yeah. All right. What do we have next? Well, we have some. Okay, next we go to Blouse 113A, and I will tell you that later in the magazine you are going to see on 113B also. And I really tried to see also on their website what's the difference between those two. One of them, they call it that is a blouse with a twist, like they say here, twist. And on the other one, you'll see it in a moment here in the magazine, they call it that is a blouse with a draping detail. But actually, they are really, really the same. It's just the same blouse, only they use different fabrics, and they call it in a different way, but it's really definitely the same. So if you see it on the Burda website and you think, well, I want to have both of them because they are different, but it's really the same pattern. All right, what do we see here? Well, this is a really cool style. Designer Stitch is coming with something similar, I would say better, but it is a style that we see a lot in the latest releases. These pretty classic shirts, actually, with some other things going on here in the front. And I'm going to bring this one a little bit bigger here. As you can see here, the back has some nice darts here going on. I think you can always experiment a little bit, and maybe you like to have the blouse a little bit more casual, let's say. So you can definitely skip the darts and even cut it from the armhole a little bit more straighter. It depends really on the fabric that you are using. And in this case, you can see that they are coming with the front, the right front a little bit to an angle. And then I think this draping effect here is created, of course, because this panel is getting a little bit swung to the side. But I think this is a really nice design, definitely. And if you have a shirt that that fits you very, very well, you can definitely do something similar on an existing pattern. For the rest, there are bust darts, very nice. There are the darts in the back to have a nice fitted garment over the back. Really cool. Yes, definitely. Next pattern is dress 104. And this one, I think we've seen similar ones from Burda in the past. This one is made in a pointy knit, which makes it really, really comfortable, of course. As you can see, there are some darts going on there in the back, and the front you have over the bust also a dart. This is a point where you really want to have test garment, to be sure that those darts are going on the right point or the right level, especially the horizontal dart here over the bust. As you can see, the waist, I'm sorry, I have no water here. Also, this dart here is going really high, the waist dart, the fisheye dart, and you have the bust dart. And then this one here, you definitely need to be sure that it's coming on your, I think, on your full bust level. And again, it's important to have those points really nicely sewn. But it's a pretty comfortable dress. Next, we have the garment from the cover. And as you can see here, it's a really pretty one. There are quite a bit of pattern pieces to this one. As you can see, there is a lot of sewing going on there, but it's definitely really nice. The fabric is heavy knit fabric, something like a really thick jersey, which looks like a wool, you know, like you have a woven wool, but it's actually a knitted fabric. This is a really cool garment. Beautiful lines here. They use some press buttons to close it, and I think that's really smart. You have also very clean front, you know, when the jacket is closed. But I think this will work in any kind of jacket fabrics. Really nice. I wonder if it's I don't know if it's lined, but that's something really easy to discover if you are watching in the listing on their website. And then we get a little bit into those basics that they wanted to give us this month. So we have really a very simple shirt. I think there is something going on at the neckline, but I cannot see. What do they do here? I don't know. Yes. Yes, they used for the neckline, and also, oh, now I see it. They used a cover stitch. They use a cover stitch machine to do the hem. You can see here with a darker thread, and also the same for the sleeves. If you have the new Baby Lock Applaud, is that, or the Primo here in Europe, I think this is, of course, it's a simple t-shirt. That will be a great place to use your machine for. But you can definitely finish a simple shirt like this with a zigzag stitch or with a double needle, of course. Or you can also use an invisible hem on your overlock machine. And I have a tutorial here on the channel. So we get here only the shirt. What do we have more? We have some styling ideas for the blazer from earlier. And the designer pattern, or, you know, we have this little dress here. And, well, I don't care so much for it. It's, you know, it's a princess theme dress with very exaggerated organza sleeves. I guess it would be nice for a party. It's pretty. Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't know what to say about this one. The fabric is pretty. So yeah, you have this. All right, let's go on. Then we have another basic pattern. I don't know what is with the basics in this issue. We have a really basic A-line skirt. There is no waistband here. It's just face to the inside. I think there is a facing, and of course it has this little extra panel. Let's see, this little extra panel here in the front that is getting closed with actually they say that is a wrap skirt, but I'm not going to go to the website to see. Is it a really yeah, it's a wrap skirt. I wonder how wide is the underlap, but yeah, it's not very exciting. Here we have, in my opinion, also not very exciting pattern is this I think it's, yeah, you know, it's a shirt. It's a shirt. It's made in techno stretch, they call it. And then you have a balloon kind of skirt stitched to it. Well, I'm not a big fan of it, so I'm just going to go very fast away from it. All right, now we have here the pink pattern of the month. In the pattern magazine, you get a pink pattern. That will mean that it's printed in pink on the pattern sheet, and that makes it really easy easier to trace. I don't mind tracing patterns. I don't mind putting PDF patterns together. So for me, that's not a big deal. But we have this this shirt pattern, and as you can immediately see, it's actually the same pattern used for the gray sweater from the beginning, you know, the one where we had a really exaggerated collar with the zipper here in the front and the same yoke thing. This one is a nice one. I really love this variation. What did they use here? They used for the main body they used ponte knit, and for the white collar piece and the yoke they used actually poplin. So it's a nice combination between the stable knit and the woven fabric. This is really sweet, definitely. I love it. I love it. It's also a little bit cropped, and they added here this extra cuff. It's really nice. Yes, that's a winner for me. Then we have here a little A-line dress. They used here a stretch viscose, but I think this would also be really nice and easy to make also in a ponte knit fabric. As you can see here in the front, there are some seams going on. This is actually a separate panel, and then you have here, and then of course you have all these top stitching lines. This will work also nice in denim, definitely. You can play a little bit with the top stitching. All right, this was dress number 11, I should say. Another favorite of mine from this issue, and I think this is going to be one of the patterns I'm going to choose this month, is this pair of pants. I think these ones are perfect. I love the length. I love the width of the leg. They're really nice. They have these slanted pockets. Do you have another picture of the pants? We don't, but online on their website you can see a few details more. I'm going to blow up this a little bit. Actually, I think this might be the same upper part as in the gray pants, the ones with the longer, wider leg from earlier. But these ones, they are of course cropped. They're really beautiful. I love them. This is definitely going to be my one of the patterns that I'm going to choose from this month. And they also say that you can make these ones from a stable knit, and I would definitely I can see these pants made in a nice ponte knit. Absolutely. Here is the other version of the blouse from earlier, the one that they call it the blouse with the twist. And here they say that is a blouse with a drape thing on the front. It's definitely the same blouse. There is nothing different than the other one. Then we have a little coat here, and they call it on the website they call it a short coat with a bow. Actually, the bow is not in the pattern. The bow is actually, they mean this scarf here, and they did something interesting here. They used this animal print for the inside of the coat, and then you could see it here with the same fabric. Also, they made a scarf. It looks very elegant, really nice. The coat is nice. I bet we've seen these ones in the past from Burda, but you know, there are some nice seams there. Definitely a pretty one. Here is a variation on the top from earlier, only here we have a little collar and we have a little pocket, and there are also some thumb cuffs, I think they are called. So yeah, a few little extra things. We have here a short jacket, and this is actually made from the same pattern as the gray one from the cover, only what they did here, they added some nice ribbing cuffs, and you can definitely, if you don't want it so short, you can add some ribbing also here down. Here they used some press buttons, but of course this could be easily adjusted to have a zipper, and then you have a nice bomber jacket style jacket, but with all these interesting seams that you see here on the back and on the front. And you can definitely add very easily a ribbing little collar here on your jacket. That's also an idea. I really love this quilted fabric that they used here. All right, next we have, this is actually the same pattern. If you buy the PDF from the Burda Style, you get also the pink dress from earlier. No, not the pink dress. You'll not get the pink dress. You get actually the balloon one, you know, with the little skirt on this top, if I'm not mistaken. I did see it on the website. Well, you have to check. Well, there is not a lot to say about this one. As you can see, they added here, they did something to add this extra here with these little rings, D-rings. It's a nice little detail on a simple top. Here we can see a few details from earlier. You can see the pretty pants that I really like, and on this blouse that is coming next up, you'll see some shirring on the cuff. Here are the thumb cuffs from earlier. They're really cool actually, and the little detail of the wrap skirt. This little blouse here, this is something very simple, and this one is made in a chiffon. It has some raglan sleeves, as you can see, and we have these pretty sheared cuffs here. All right, let's go on. Oh yeah, this is the blouse that this is the same dress that is coming together with the blue shirt that we just seen, the one with the D-rings. Here we have a little bit tutorial on how to make an invisible zipper. An invisible hem, I should say. Yes, and I think that's really nice, you know, when you have really clean lines like this. If you don't want to interrupt those with stitching line on your hem, you can always make an invisible hem by hand or by machine. And here they show us how they do that. Actually, I think it's for this dress. This dress has a facing, and then they show us how to put it together. The anniversary pattern of this month is skirt pants. I'm not a big fan of this one. This one is from which year is this one? I think it's from 1982. I might have this original one, I'm not sure. But yeah, I don't really like it. There is a zipper here in the front, as you can see. Ooh, I don't know what to think about it. I do like it how it's styled, and as you can see, this sweater is actually very similar to the one that we have in the magazine, the gray one. Only on this one, where is my pen? On this one, the color piece is completely cut in one time with that yoke. I think that looks much more, I don't know, nicer, I think, than the other way. So maybe, yeah, I think I like this one better. But we get only the pants, the skirt pants, pants skirt. They call it a pants skirt here. All right. What do we have more? Now, well, we have some winter green. And the first one is this dress. And again, I've seen this fabric before, and I'm pretty sure it was in Klimode. This is a pretty dress. It's, you know, I don't know what to say. It has a really, this looks to me very uncomfortable here. As you can see, the sleeve is somewhere here. Everything there is so, I said that many times, that because a garment is wide, that also, or is oversized, that doesn't mean that it's also very comfortable. So sometimes you need to think about, especially in this kind of really dropped shoulders and really low armholes, it can be very constrictive, although you have a lot of fabric on your body. So yeah, yeah, I'm not a big fan of this one, with the exception of this really amazing fabric. The dress is quite dull. But then we have this little jacket here, where it's not really little, but this is really pretty. Also the fabric, what is this fabric that they used? Yes, it's a jacquard, but it looks to me like it's something with some denim in it. It's very interesting. So it's a really cool jacket. As you can see here, it has also some fur in the collar and at the cuffs here. As you can see, it has this zipper and this asymmetric closure, zipper in the pockets. It's a really cool one. At least this fabric is just amazing. And this is actually a plus size pattern. Another plus size pattern is this little vest here made from quilted fabric. This one is also actually pretty cool. I can see this as a really easy to wear garment. Very nice. And as you can see here, they use quite a bit of what is that? Bias, I think, to finish around the edges. It's really, really cool. From the same dress from earlier, the one with the ombre fabric, they have this little one here. This one looks, even in this fabric, I don't know, it's nothing for me. Okay, let's go on. This shirt, you get it together with the dress that you'll see in a minute, and the difference is that this one has all this ruching going on here on the sleeve. And you know, the nice thing about this one is that it has bust darts, and that makes it really nice to get a good fit, even if it's made. This one is a knit, but still you have those darts, and that always helps with the fit. And in the back there is here also an invisible zipper going on. I'm not sure if you really need that, depending really much on the fabric that you're using. And also here they have that invisible hem, and I wonder how they made that, which way they went. Maybe they will tell us in a minute. This dress actually has the same pattern as this top here, so you get both of them if you buy the PDF on the Burda Style website. This one it's made in a polyester, and here you can see that there are also some darts in the back. You don't have the darts in the shirt, but in the dress you have the darts, so that might require to have that zipper in the back. Also the neckline here is a little bit higher, as you can see, so it's important to be able to get the dress over your head. All right, what do we have more? Where are the rest of the patterns? Let's see if they want to upload. Well, a little bit of commercial, and then we get to the best of this month. And the first one is this very toasty, cozy vest made out of fake fur. This one is also lined, I think. Well, you know. Here we have a stola, something like a little furry collar that you want to put over your shoulders. We have this little raglan sleeve jacket. Of course, in a fur pattern, you really don't want to have a lot of lines like darts and pockets, like welt pockets and I don't know what. So you want to avoid those. What do we have more? Do we have more patterns? Patterns? Might be, because we do have a few pages more to go. Let's see. I think we don't. This was everything. And here we have a little bit of a preview for the next month. We have here a little coat. This jumpsuit is going to be the anniversary one. What do we have more? Oh, the right one is looking very, very boring. And the left one, those pants are really, really too tight. Oof, they are looking painful. And we get a parka and some corduroy jacket and a slip-on dress. Well, we'll have to wait, I think. Alright, so if we are to take a look at the patterns here, again, as usual, the patterns are, the technical drawing is a little bit messed up with the picture on the right, because, you know, it's on the other page. But if we are to take a look here at the technical drawing, let's do it like this. From this page, to be honest, there is nothing that is really, you know, maybe the little bomber jacket here. This one. I really love those lines, and definitely made in that that other thicker jersey, the gray one, like on the cover. Looks very elegant, very, very nice. The shirt number, which that is from 113. This one here, let's see. This one, that's something that these days we see a lot. And also on this one, you need to be careful that there is a drop shoulder style also, so keep that in mind. I think from the bigger sizes, this jacket is really nice, and actually this vest is also pretty cool. I don't care so much for the fake fur patterns. I think they had much better in the past. And if we are to take a look here, what do you see here? I do have a few here that I like. Of course, the pants. Oh, I love these pants. Pants 115, and I have them in my head, made in really nice font in it. It will be really gorgeous. The vest is also a favorite. Absolutely, I love that vest and these pants. Although they are not really spectacular because we've seen these ones before from Burda. Those pants are also really nice. And I think this sweater also. I can already see those in my head. Yes. And of course the gray jacket from the cover. Oh, this one I also like in combination with this woven and knit fabric. Cool. So this was it, Burda, for November 2025. I would really love to hear your opinions on this. And yeah, I'm really curious to see what are your favorites. I don't think this one is as good as the one from last month, but I really love that vest and I really love those black pants. Yes, definitely. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Put your opinions here under the video and don't forget to like the video also. Take care, everyone. Bye.